It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jags and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their 6'3" quarterback, the former Wolverine at Michigan. It's Chad Henne.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. In motion, the tight end. They'll go again with Bush. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Henne. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to... But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Dolphins will send out the punter after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Missouri Tiger, their rookie quarterback.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Henney. And fights him off. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Thomas. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, Gabbard.
To the right side and intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Gabbert now from the 50. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Gabbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
He's got the hook up to Miller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gabbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line.
Gabbert to throw it. And he's got it.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
To the air again, Gabbert. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Blaine Gabbert with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Hartline in motion. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Let's go.
On first down, they stick with Bush. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Hartline in motion. He completes it to Hartline. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And Fasano here brings it in. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Still moving. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
They give to Bush going right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. For Marshall, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. On now the Miami field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
2nd down and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gabbard here again. Thomas has got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw, Gabbard. Complete. This is Lewis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. We saw a strong first half from a guy who's been around, veteran QB Blaine Gabbert. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to throw here. Gabbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Gabbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Now Gabbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. To throw is Gabbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Gabbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Gabbert now. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
In motion right, that's Marshall. Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bush trying the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. From the 45 on 2nd down. Henny, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On the counter, it's Bush.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Henny under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Hartline in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So following the interception, here's Gabbard. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Gabbard. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Gabbard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. This is 1st and 10. Henny.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's 2nd down. Now Henny.
And he will find his man on the outside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Henny. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 39. Now Henney. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Gabbert down to a knee, and that'll do it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jaguars, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.